I agree. You probably would. All right, here we go. Heat number 1. Ed Sr. and Dave Holmberg on the front row. Ryan McDaniel and Matt Bear on the second. Gage Branham and Justin Branham on the third row. Edmund Jones, Chance Maderick on the fourth. Kyle McRecken Martin and Kendrick Cryer round out the field for Heat 1. A 10-lap dogfight around Myrtle Beach. Heat 1 sets the inside lane. Just waiting for a couple of drivers to take to the grid here. Current points leader Kendrick Cryer has not gotten out there yet. There is Kendrick. Everybody is on track. Pace car about to start rolling. Pace car is rolling. Ed Sr. will lead them out. And it looks like Ed Sr. is getting an EOL. He is going to the back. That will move Ryan McDaniel up to the front inside row. Pace car is in. Get ready, folks. It's about time to go racing once again. Here they come. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away at Myrtle Beach, and Ryan McDaniel sends it into turn 1. He has got the lead. Edmund Jones makes a power move on the start. He is already up 4 spots. Kyle McRecken Martin followed him through, up 5 spots into 4th. Gage Branham in 2nd, currently having to deal with Edmund all over the back bumper. The Mad Bear looking underneath McRecken, couldn't get there yet. And now Kendrick Cryer, the points leader, looks, Kendrick gets a little loose out of 4. Edmund has the run now under Gage. Excuse me, Edmund on the outside on Gage. Gage is a bobble out of 2. Gage checks up in the middle of 3 and 4. Mad Bear gets stuck behind. Ryan goes too deep into 1. He is up high out of the groove. Edmund Jones takes the lead. Ryan gets it back down to the bottom before they get to turn 3. McRecken on the high side. Chance Maderick just set the fastest lap so far as he tries to make his way forward. But Chance stuck in traffic. Chance had a wee bit of a bobble. Edmund out front. McRecken and Cryer 2nd and 3rd. Cryer having to battle with Ryan on the bottom. Ryan has some problems. He is losing positions. Gage Branham has had an incident back behind. McRecken now to second, Cryer in third, the Mad Bear in fourth, Chance Maddock in fifth, Justin Branham in sixth, Ryan McDaniel in seventh, Holmberg in eighth, Gage Branham back in ninth, and Ed Sr. in 10th. Edmund out of turn 4, 2 more laps to go, and he won. Hey, good evening, DP Riggins. Kendrick Cryer looking underneath McRecken for second place. McRecken bounced off the wall. Edmund Jones picks up the white flag. One more lap. Kendrick sends it deep into one, clears, but Kyle going for the crossover. Kendrick got the wall. And Edmund Jones has clean sailing to win heat number 1. Kendrick comes home second, Kyle third, and a little post-race activity there. Boys are having a little bit of fun. On to heat number 2, Brian Edwards and John Berry on the front row. Russell Worth, Vern Spring have the second row. Richie Joplin, Matt Moniak on the third row. David Lux, Chris Johnson on the fourth. Andrew Thornton rounds out the field. Just waiting for the last couple of cars to take the grid here. And it does not look like Brian Edwards or Richie Joplin is going to take the grid. Brian Edwards, Richie Joplin do not grid for heat number 2, leaving 7 cars in. John Berry, Russell Worth, David Lux, Vern Spring, Andrew Thornton, Matt Moniak, and Chris Johnson. Thomas, you ought to see what we do on Friday nights. Russell Worth and John Berry will have the front row now. But don't forget, Russell is rolling with that hurt arm. Kevin, he could be getting kicked. That would be about right. Pace car is in. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Heat number 2. Russell Worth gets away. David Lux into second. Andrew Thornton shoots up to third. The top 3 single file. Matt Moniak has made his way up into fourth now. Chris Johnson in fifth. John Berry really starting to fade. Vern Spring now up into sixth. Berry back to seventh. Meanwhile, Russell Worth has David Lux all over the back bumper. Andrew Thornton just patiently waiting for a mistake. Chris Johnson just set the fastest lap of the race, but Moniak looking on the high side. Russell Worth is around now. David Lux has the lead. Let's see what happened with Russell. Did he have help or no? He got way loose out of turn 2. Russell did tow it to pit road. Now David Lux in the lead, but Chris Johnson battling with Thornton for second. Well, I don't know about that. 5 laps to go for David Lux. Chris Johnson again sets the fastest lap. The only lap so far that has been under 19 seconds. Thornton hangs on in third. Matt Moniak, though, in fourth, closing in. Vern Spring, John Berry, fifth and sixth, not far behind. Whatever happened with Berry earlier, he is starting to climb back. Oh, holy cow, Vern gets loose out of 2. The Legends cars really struggled out of turn 4, constantly getting loose. Now it looks like the late models struggling to get out of turn 2. David Lux, a 4-wheel drift out of 2. And Chris Johnson right to the bumper. Oh, Chris almost had the nose in. David able to shut the door on that one, but for how much longer? They are coming to the white flag. White flag is in the air one more time around. And David Lux, holy cow, Chris tried to get underneath. Caught the turtle, went around. David Lux is going to come home with the win in Heat 2. Andrew Thornton comes home in second. Matt Moniak comes home in third. Wow, what a final lap that was. Chris Johnson, after battling for the lead, came home in fifth. Everybody has a quick warm-up. Hey, thank you for the stars, Thomas. Thomas, I have a Fanatec CSL Elite 1.1 that I absolutely love. Justin Branham out on track for a warm-up. Here comes Ed Sr. Justin Branham out now. Gage Branham out. Gage wants to say hi, Mom. It really is. David Lux now out on track. Matt Moniak out as well. Ryan McDaniel out. Ryan had a great run going in his heat. Just drove into turn 1 a little too deep. And obviously, he is practicing now holding that thing on the bottom. Vern Spring also had a good run until that spin out of turn 2. A lot of drivers were saying in the Legends race that being outside that rubber patch where the rubber has been laid down on the track was dangerous. Not as big of a deal here in the late models, but still when we see them outside of the preferred groove, it seems like these guys are fighting just to keep the car going the right way. Matt Moniak still back out on track, getting some practice in. Gonna have to have a talk with Matt, though. He's got Diet Mountain Dew on the car. Drink Mountain Dew, just regular Mountain Dew. Also, Ryan McDaniel, I would like some free monsters. I'll send you a picture of which ones to send me. Oh, looked like Moniak got a little loose out of turn 2. That has been the place that the late models have had the most problem. Andrew Thornton now out for some practice. Thornton in the second heat race, extremely smart drive, managed to come home in second place right behind David Lux. Yeah, I have definitely been there, Thomas. Oh, and Thomas, if you really want to get into racing, go look at Gourmets racing wheels, buddy. And if you buy one, just buy 2 and send me one. Just a few seconds left to go in warm-up, then we are going racing from Myrtle Beach. Looks like David Lux maybe having a connection problem. No, it's smoothed out. Had a few blinks in there. Also, if Gage Branham's mom is watching, he's saying hi, Mom, on the hood. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. Edmund Jones and David Lux on the front row. Kendrick Cryer, Andrew Thornton have the second. Kyle McRaken Martin and Matt Moniak have the third. Chance Madrick, John Barry on the fourth row. The Mad Bear and Chris Johnson round out the top 10. Justin Branham starting in 11th. Vern Spring in 12th. Ryan McDaniel starting in 13th, Russell Worth in 14th, Dave Holmberg in 15th, Brian Edwards in 16th, Gage Branham starting in 17th, Richie Joplin in 18th, Ed Sr. rounding out the 19-car field here at Myrtle Beach. Richie Joplin, Brian Edwards did not grid for their feature. Chance Madrick also not gridding here. They are super nice. Chance Madrick out of the race. Apparently he has been put in the timeout chair. Thomas, I'll give you a hint. It starts with 2 and has 3 zeros behind it, and that is the cheapest one they have. Pace car is in. And that offer is open. If anybody wants to buy me a Gourmets racing wheel, I will accept. Here we go, out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air. The feature at Myrtle Beach is underway. We saw the legends 3 and 4 wide through 1 and 2, but late models get single file through most of the field quickly. Edmund has the lead. David Lux right on his bumper. McRecken now up into third. The Mad Bear already up 4 spots into 5th. Justin Branham already up 4 spots into 5th. Ryan McDaniel up 5. We've got spinning back behind out of 2. No caution. Looks like Russell Worth in trouble. Let's take a look. Russell Worth and Vern Springs side by side out of 2. Just a little too much throttle. Gage Branham also has a problem. Oh, it looks like Russell had the bigger of the problems and ended up behind. Gage Branham managing to save it. Edmund Jones starting in 13th. His mom's lucky number. Could this be bad luck? Could that be what's causing his bad luck? Hopefully not. He is on the move. Kendrick Cryer, though the points leader, right on his bumper, just set the fastest lap so far. Oh, McRecken is around out of 2. No caution. Turn 2 takes another victim from 3rd place. Kyle just a little too much throttle. Kyle did recover and keep going. David Lutz in 2nd. Andrew Thornton now moves up to 3rd, but the Mad Bear right on his bumper. And we know Matt not afraid to use the bumper. Andrew having to drive offensively and defensively here. Andrew gets a little loose out of turn 2, a common theme in these late models here in Myrtle Beach. Matt Moniak now in 6th, Cryer in 7th. Chris Johnson has made his way to 8th. Ryan McDaniel now in 9th. John Berry in 10th. Gage Branham, despite the early problem out of 2, still up 6 spots into 11th. Chance, I figured you'd like that, buddy. Edmund 3/10 of a second lead over David Lux. The Mad Bear has gotten by Andrew now into 3rd. Andrew in 4th. Justin Branham currently runs 5th. Points leader Kendrick Cryer now up into 7th place. Kendrick did have the EOL tonight due to winning last week's race. Moniak looked like he had a little bobble out of turn 2 that time. Kendrick Cryer dives it into turn 1, gets it under Moniak. Moniak looked like he was going to try the crossover move, but didn't have the momentum. David Lux still keeping Edmund right in his sights, but Edmund about to be in lap traffic. Russell Worth, who had problems earlier, just ahead of the leaders. He is definitely going to come into play here. Matt Bear in third, right on David Lutz's bumper. He looks underneath out of two. A little bobble. He keeps his foot in it, gets the nose in into three. Wow, that got close. Lutz manages to pull the gap and get back into third. Russell Worth goes up high, lets Edmund by, but now Matt back underneath trying to use Russell as a pick. Lutz able to get down underneath Russell Worth quickly. The Mad Bear still looking underneath. Meanwhile, Kendrick Cryer closes. Oh, we've got a stack up. Caution is out. Russell Worth in the wall. Looked like David Lutz and Andrew Thornton caught a piece of it. Lap 19. First caution tonight. Russell there on the high side. Matt Bear just gets into... Oh! Matt Bear got into David Lutz. As they went off into turn one, Andrew Thornton up top had nowhere to go. It was going good there for a minute, DP. How the heck are you, DP? DP, somehow I knew that comment was coming from you, and I would definitely say check out Moser Racing, Thomas. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, DP. It has been a rough day. David Lutz went to pit road. Andrew Thornton, Russell Worth, all on pit road for repairs. David Lutz and Russell Worth both one lap down now. Edmund Jones still has the lead, and it looks like, I'm not sure who is claiming that penalty. I'm guessing David Lutz is going to claim it, giving Matt Bear starting in second next to Edmund. DP, we definitely miss you, buddy. Lights are out on the pace car. Matt Bear, Edmund Jones on the front row. Justin Branham and point seater Kendrick Cryer on the second row. Chris Johnson, Matt Moniak, Gage Branham, Ryan McDaniel, Vern Spring, and John Berry round out the field, or the top 10. Out of turn 4, here they go again. Edmund fires, they are away, green flag back in the air. Edmund quickly clears. Matt Bear now has to deal with Justin Branham on the bottom. Matt clears him out of 2. Kendrick on the high side gets the wall. Kendrick was way out of shape coming out of 2. The wall actually may have saved him on that one. Branham a little loose out of turn 4. Matt Moniak now up into 5th. Ryan McDaniel starting to make some moves forward as well, up to 7th. Matt Moniak trying to take the highway around Chris Johnson. Can't get the run yet. Meanwhile, the Mad Bear all over the back bumper of Edmund Jones. McRecken, oh, David Lux has crashed back behind. Caution is out. Looks like Vern Spring also involved. Vern on the outside of Andrew Thornton. I think there was some net code at play. Lux nowhere to go. David Lux back behind all of it. Everybody's checking up. And let's take another closer look. Definitely some net code at play. There was a couple of feet between Andrew Thornton and Vern Spring there. Matt Moniak is trying to save some tires. Matt, don't text and drive, buddy. I will say from personal experience, love racing with Matt Moniak. We used to run a truck league together, and we were often in the same channel because we were both streaming, so we would just be sitting there shooting the breeze, and man, always a great time racing with Matt. Ryan McDaniel was back on the move, now up into 7th. Gage Branham also on the move. Gage back up into 8th. McRecken has fought his way back into 9th after his earlier incident. Andrew Thornton still trying to make his way forward in 13th. Bit of a heartbreak after Andrew being up front early on. Russell Worth and David Lux still in the fight. Both still a lap down at the moment. Lights are out on the pace car. Everybody stacks back up for the restart. Pace car is in. Here they come out of turn 4. Edmund choosing the eye line. He fires, green flag. Back in the air, Edmund gets a massive launch. Kendrick Cryer quickly gets underneath Justin Branham, slides up, and takes 3rd. Branham now to 4th. Chris Johnson lurking back. Holy cow, Justin was loose. Kendrick was loose and managed to make it work. Gets it down underneath the Mad Bear. Kendrick Cryer underneath Matt, now to 2nd place, leaves the door open. Justin Branham slips it in there. Matt's loose out of 4. Edmund Jones still has the lead. Kendrick Cryer now up into 2nd place. Kendrick just set the fastest lap of the race. Kendrick Cryer right to Edmund's back bumper, and he is going to try and make it work up top. That was my exact thought there for a moment, Tina, but it looks like everything's okay. Chris Johnson now back and forth. The Mad Bear in third place. Looking at this battle, Kyle Martin has made his way back into seventh. Ryan McDaniel in eighth. Gage Branham currently in ninth. Andrew Thornton already back up into the top 10 in 10th. Looking at Gage's back bumper. Matt Moniak has gone by Justin Branham now into fifth. He was conserving his tires. It's starting to pay off. Meanwhile, Kendrick, Edmund, and Matt Bear continue to fight. McCracken all the way up now to seventh place. Kendrick trying to look underneath Edmund. They touch in two. Edmund loose out of two. Kendrick's got to run. Matt Bear right on Kendrick's back bumper. Going to try and take an opportunity if one gets here. Edmund still trying to fight on the high side, but not enough grip. And Kendrick Cryer takes the lead. Edmund crosses over, goes back to the bottom. Will he repay the tap? Now Chris Johnson sees an opening underneath Matt Bear for third. Chris sends it deep into three underneath the Mad Bear, trying to close the deal. Matt fighting back hard on the outside while they're battling side by side. Matt Moniak conserving just a little bit along with Justin Branham. These two might be in the optimal position. Ryan McDaniel has reclaimed 8th. Gage Branham in 9th now. Andrew Thornton in 10th. Ed Sr. is moving up. Sr. now up into 11th. Vern Spring back in 12th. David Holmberg in 13th. David Lux now in 14th. John, that was definitely a rough late model race, buddy, but a great job in the Legends race. Kendrick Cryer now starting to open the gap on Edmund. Matt Bear sitting in third, Chris Johnson in fourth. Matt Moniak goes around off Branham's nose. Caution! Caution is out. 16 laps to go. Matt had been conserving tires, but Branham just gets a big drive off of 4, sends him around. Kyle Martin barely misses it, as does David Lux. Fortunately, Moniak had been saving the tires and hopefully has a shot to gain some ground back here. David Lux does get the wave around. He'll be back on the lead lap. John Barry is officially out of the race. Brian Edwards, Richie Joplin, and Chance Madrick, of course, did not start. One more time around for the pace car, and just getting an update on tomorrow night's XCal race at Bristol. Looks like a last-minute addition for Flaming Karma Racing. I'm waiting on confirmation, but it could be a huge one. Should be getting one to green this time by leaving them restarting with 10 laps to go, and you know it's about to get very aggressive out here. Lights are out on the pace car. John, it definitely looked like a ton of fun. I love these cars, and this track is a ton of fun in the right car. Thomas, that's crazy. Here they come out of turn 4. Pace car is in. Kendrick choosing the high side. Green flag back in the air. Kendrick gets a perfect launch. Chris Johnson's going to clear on the high side for second. No. Edmund shoots it to the bottom. Edmund still holds on to second. Chris in third. Matt Bear looks underneath Chris's bumper. And Kyle McCracken Martin all over the Matt Bear's bumper. Andrew Thornton has had a problem back behind. Caution is out. Yes, you can. In fact, Thomas, check that playlist I sent you the other day. You can get a few laughs about some dirt racing. Andrew Thornton, Dave Holmberg involved in this one. Andrew Thornton on the bottom coming out of turn 4. Oh! Brian McDaniel gets a little loose and gets into Thornton. Holmberg looked like he might have had a problem. Oh, he gets into Vern, checks up. Justin Branham has nowhere to go. Only the third caution of the race so far. Oh, that is awesome, Thomas. Looks like they will restart with about 4 laps to go. Oh, Tina, I definitely want to see that. Yes, send it. Lights are out on the pace car. It'll be 4 to go at the line. Kendrick on the bottom. Edmund up top. Chris Johnson and Matt Bear right behind. Here they go. Green flag back in the air. Kendrick gets a good launch. Edmund trying to fight and hold on to second place. Ed Sr., David Lux have problems behind. Caution, back out. We're going to get a green-white checker. Ed Sr. on the high side into one, just comes down a little too low, and Justin Branham gets caught again. I'll see what I can do, Thomas. Don't forget, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like, follow, subscribe, share buttons. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And I have been promising for weeks for the newly redesigned website. We're working on it this week. Hopefully, we'll have it out early next week. Hey, good evening, Sean Lesperance. The lights are out on the pace car for the green-white checkered finish. Kendrick choosing the bottom, Chris Johnson up top. Edmund Jones sitting right behind Kendrick, and there was that bump earlier. Will Edmund repay the favor to get the win here? Plus McRecken on the high line. Green flag back in the air, 2 to go. Kendrick gets it into turn 1. Edmund gets the door shut. Chris Johnson has second. Edmund and McRecken battling. Edmund deep into turn 3. Matt Bear under McRecken. White flag is in the air. One more time around for Kendrick Cryer. Oh, Matt Bear is around. Kendrick Cryer is going to pull off the win. Chris Johnson a very close second. Edmund Jones comes home third. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with Edmund Jones. Edmund, a podium finish in a very difficult race.
Yeah, holy cow. What a race. You know, having Kendrick, the points leader, Chris, who's always fast, you know, McRecken up here, we had Matt Bear up here. It was just so intense. And normally I can't run with those guys. To be able to actually come up here and try to run with them a little bit and hold off Kendrick for a little, it was definitely a fun time. So
I have to say, Kendrick did give you a little love tap in the race. Were you thinking about repaying the favor?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, and I don't blame him at all. It was either he was going to get on the high side. He tried a couple times. He wasn't able to, and so really, I was just fast enough that the only way he was going to get around me was to give me that love tap. And if I could have got back to him, it was coming.
Well, a great job tonight, buddy. Another podium finish should move you up to about third in points. A great job tonight.
Hey, thanks, Doug.
Edmund comes home in third. Chris Johnson comes home in second. Chris, man, that was a wild race.
Yes, it was. I had nothing for Kendrick except for that last lap when he parked it in center. I thought I was going to turn him, but he had so much drive off. I had nothing for him.
Man, still the fight you had to get up here and be in this in the podium, it was just really impressive.
Yeah, I had Ed give me an EOL. I didn't know if I was going to be able to run the whole race, but it kind of worked out. Kids fell asleep, so I was like, oh, might as well run it.
Well, man, congratulations. That was a great, great job and a great finish.
Heck yeah, we got P1, P2 for the team, so yeah, we're doing pretty good.
You definitely are, man. Great job tonight.
Hey, thank you.
And finally, our winner extending his points lead, Kendrick Cryer. Kendrick, another win. Your points lead growing. Man, great job tonight.
Thank you. It was a good race. Starting in the back, getting through there, and I wish Kyle didn't spin, but it's racing, and we ended up with the win, and got to grow in the points lead a little bit, so that's good.
How much, after giving Edmund that love tap, how much were you watching your mirror?
A lot. Probably the first 2 laps after that. But it was good hard racing. He was giving me the outside, tried making it work, couldn't make it work, and had a good run out of 4, got to the bottom, ended up getting around him. So it worked out.
Well, man, it was another great race. Like I said, you extend your points lead. A great night overall, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kendrick Cryer wins again, extends his points lead. I will send you a message here in just a minute, Tina. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you all had as much fun as we did tonight. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties in the Legends race, but man, what a great night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great night, everybody.